Alright, I've been watching a lot of YouTube here the last couple of days, trying to look at different things, and I've done one paper bag album before. I'm ready to do another one. I was checking out the binding system, or the binding. I was checking out how I can't think of her name, how she did her binding, and I drag. So I decided to drag out some paper bags and maybe put a little mini together with some scraps. I cleaned the scrap room last night, and scraps galore in my bucket, so I need to do something with them. I've been saving these cool extra long wine bottle bags, trying to decide what to do with them down the road. I think I've got a couple. I think I'm gonna do two different kinds. I'm gonna do a long one with probably 4, and then maybe cut open one of the ends. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the seam, but I've decided on the first one I'm going to do. I actually took one and I folded it in quarters. So I folded it in on itself, folded it back. I have another tripod on order. I've broken 2 tripods, so I'm having to do this with the thing in my hand. And then like that, and scored it really, squared it up and scored it really good. And then after I snipped with the pinking shears this edge, this one, which cuts the bag actually in half, and then cut it on that's the bottom of the bag, you get something that looks like this. You get 2 sections. This is the top of the bag, this is the middle of the bag that's now open, and then this is the bottom of the bag that's now open. I'm going to use my Bind It All to put this together. I tried to look at a book binding, or maybe in a ribbon hole. I don't know, maybe ribbon holes. That may be another way to do it, but I think I'm going to use my Bind It All. I've got all the things I need to use it. But anyway, so where I'm at right now is I've got 2 bags folded in quarters, cut all the ends open with the pinking shears. So now I've got 4 little sections to decorate, make tags for. So I'll be back. Okay, excuse the messy work surface, to let you know where I'm at now. I went ahead and with the 4 paper bags with the pinking shear edge, I went ahead and made front and back cover. It's going to be a football cover for my nephews, so it's kind of looks like a pigskin, hopefully. I did folded down the corners, and then I put a cover page on the inside, so it's book style or whatever. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, and then I picked my 4 pattern papers and cut them down to fit the page size, which is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I ran them through, trimmed them all, ran them through my Xyron, and then I stuck them down in the alternating order that I picked. So this is page 1, page 2, 3, and 4. And then here's where I start the next bag. And like I said, I'm going to put the binding system I'm going to use is the Bind It All. So the rings will go, right about on that line. And I did go ahead and take my, see where the bags, this part, I did seal it with the ATG gun. Looks like I missed a little bit right there, but for the most part, I went ahead and sealed up that little gap. So I'm going to finish up putting my papers down, and then I'll be back. Here I am now. I've cut 16 tags to go in the pockets. I've pulled out, I know I want to use an R and an S, their first initials for the book, and then I've made a few tag pulls, but now I'm sort of stumped. I'm going to have to, I don't know I don't really have a lot of football and sport minded stuff, so I'm going to stop here. I glued on one tag, or one pull, and decided I better quit, because I probably need to do up the cards before I start tacking on the pull, so I'm not going to get it finished today, but I'm going to start pulling out stuff. Okay, so next morning I've pulled out an array of stamps and sayings and journaling things and laid out. I did this one card first. Both sides. I did it individually, and I got done and I thought, oh my gosh, I've got 15 more to go. This is going to take forever. So I laid them all out in the order that I want them in the book. I got out all my stamps, and then I just randomly stamped around the group. So it wouldn't, so I didn't have to think out each card, and so it wouldn't take me all day to make these tags. And then I flipped them all over and did the other sides. And then I'm going to get all the tabs that I've punched, and the cardstock tabs that came with this. Is it Halfway Houses? I don't know which kit this part of these papers came from. This one and that one are from a kit. I don't remember which one. Halfway House, I think. So anyway, so now I'm going to take my pile of tabs and things. I'm gonna what's the word? Sponge the edges of all the cards, put the tabs on, and then I'll start working on the inside, or working on the pages, not the pocket, or the pockets, whatever you want to call them. But here's the completed mini album. I went ahead and figured out how to cut some white paper to make it look like a football on the front. Turned out pretty cute, I think. This is for my nephews. I'm not going to put ribbons and charms, and I may put a couple of ribbons. It's hard not to put anything on it. But they're boys, so I didn't want to girlify it too much. It's very thick. I only had inch spines for my bind and all. I could have used 1.5 inches easy. So it's going to have to, it'll probably stand on the coffee table anyway, or stand on a shelf. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to go through it real fast. I took, besides the pockets, I made little, some of them have tags, some of them have just corner pockets. And then front and back. I put 2 in each. And this one is for my first nephew. I tried to leave the things so that she could slip photos behind them, or any other details she had. A little paper clip that can be moved throughout the album. It says live news, but you can't see the news. It's red. I need to go over it with another color. Part of this, like I was saying, part of this paper comes from, I think it's Half Calf, Cosmo Cricket's Half Calf, Halfway Cafe paper pack. On the backs I tried to ink them and stamp some more journaling spots. I tried to use some, I didn't have any football stuff, none. So I tried to use stars and you know, property of, way to go, memories kind of things to make it look. Oops, there's one here. Boyish and sportish. Most of my stamps are Stampin' Up! Stamps. Little ones for journaling. I think I left that. Oh, so she can just tuck something underneath there somewhere a little bit. Way to go. And if I were to be filling this, I would be printing the wallet size and just, you know, placing them, you know, kind of kitty-wampas, just different angles on these little tags and in these pockets. Just a plain black one. And then this is the section for my second nephew. And I didn't date it because I don't, this is their first, well, my oldest nephew played last year, and then the younger one started this year. I didn't put any dates like 2009 or 2010 or whatever on it. I figure she's probably can use it for a couple of seasons, so I'll let her put the dates, and she can date it how she wants to. And this is for Ryan's side. His R. Another tag. All the tags are a little bit different, but all the same stamps and stuff were used at least 3 times throughout, so they all go together. Another star, another pocket there. Another tag. Right there, I dropped the stamp. Can you see it? I'm trying to do too much with one hand. My hand's kind of in the light, isn't it? Little tag. Those, I think y'all still have those. And that one's not, so she can slip something back there too. And my sister's not a scrapbooker per se, but I think she'll do alright. I've made her a couple little things over the years, so I think she'll do fine using the tags and placing the pictures behind the little tabs or the little pocket things here. And then a little pocket here with 2 more tags. So that is it. I'm going to save it for Christmas. There's only a month away. Gosh, already. So I'll give it to her for Christmas. Thanks for watching.